These days, everyone's talking about how to improve my speaking skill, how to speak more fluently, how to speak like a native speaker. But what about your writing skill? Why is the writing skill so underrated? It's as important as the other skills. And also it is much more helpful if you want to remember English words and expand your vocabulary. Well, I am Bahar and I've got your back. In this video, I will tell you 7 simple steps that can help you improve your writing skill in less than a month. You ready? Let's get into it. So, the first step is to select a topic for yourself. Our goal here is to improve our writing skill and expand our vocabulary at the same time. You are going to focus on a specific topic. Don't start writing about a diary or a story that you have read before. So it's very crucial to decide what topic you are going to write about. I will put a list of different topics you can write about in the description. You can check it out after this video. The second step is to create a list of questions. So once you've settled on your topic, it's time to dig deeper. Start by asking yourself some questions related to that specific topic. You can imagine you are having a conversation with someone and you want to ask them some questions about this chosen topic. This process can help you understand different aspects of your topic. So you're going to create a roadmap for your writing. It's time to review it and choose only one of these questions that stands out or intrigues you the most. This question will be the starting point of your writing journey. This gives you a clear focus and you can organize your thoughts better before you start writing. So once you've chosen the question you are going to answer in your writing, you don't need the other questions anymore. Once you've chosen your topic and your selected question, it's time for some vocabulary expansion. Before diving into the writing, take a moment to learn and identify some keywords and key phrases that you can use related to that topic. For an example, if I'm going to write about sports, I am going to learn some words, expressions, collocations, and phrases that are related to sport or the question I am going to answer. Don't write a treasure trove of idioms, words, and phrases. No. Try to use 4 or 5 useful words or phrases, and that will do. Don't choose more than that because that will be overwhelming and you won't learn them anymore. You are just focusing on learning too many phrases and words. You are not going to focus on the meaning and the usage of each of these words and phrases. Keep an eye out for the correct spelling of each of these English words. Well, as you know, one of the main points of writing is to know and learn the correct spelling of English words. So please, whenever you learn a new word, try to understand how they are written and how they are pronounced in English. If you see that the spelling of that word is a little bit tricky or difficult for you, it's fine, it's totally okay. You can write it for 5 or 10 times on a paper until you understand and remember the correct spelling. Because spelling English words correctly is as important as pronouncing them correctly. Now you have equipped yourself with some relevant vocabulary. It's time to start writing. Whether you're tackling an informal or a formal writing, your passage should have 3 parts: the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. Begin with the introduction, where you set the stage for the readers. You can say what you are going to talk about or what question you are going to answer. So it would be much easier to understand, analyze, and digest your writing for the person who is reading your passage. At the body part, you are going to answer that question. You can divide the body part into 2 or 3 paragraphs. It totally depends on the topic you are going to talk about. And you can plan for your answer before you start writing. And finally, it's time for your conclusion. You can summarize your key points and also you can finalize your answer. Once you've answered the question in the body part, at the conclusion, you can summarize your answer and write it in 1 sentence. And that's it, your writing will be finished. Informal writings allows you to be more relaxed and have a conversational approach. But on the other hand, when you are writing in a formal way, your grammatical structures that you are going to use will be stricter. Your tone that you are writing is a little bit different and it has to be more formal, and you have to pay much more attention to the words you are using. Step number 5 is all about proofreading and correcting. So at first, pick a green pen and start proofreading. I mean, start reviewing and reading your writing once. And when you are reading your passage, you might find some errors in the spelling or some structures that you have written wrong. And at this part, you can correct them with your green pen. Once you're done correcting and you say the rest of the writing is completely correct, it's time to ask a teacher or ask ChatGPT to check your writing one more time and to see if there are any other errors in your spellings or some structures. If you see that there are some other mistakes, now it's time to pick a red pen and you can start writing and correcting them. Guys, there is a very important tip at this step. After you have corrected your errors and some mistakes, it's time to practice them, especially the correct spelling of English words. For example, I remember that one of my students wrote the word environment like this. And after that, she figured out that the correct spelling is this one. So she started practicing this word and wrote the word environment for 5 to 10 times. And after that, she could remember the correct spelling. If there were some mistakes in your grammatical structures, you can do the same thing for them too, until you remember and learn the correct structure. So at this part, you have learned lots of things more than just writing a passage. You have to keep the passage to review your previous mistakes, and now you can continue writing about some other different topics. So you will learn too many new phrases and words. And as you know, the more you write, the faster you can remember them. So it is much more helpful for you than just speaking about these phrases. Okay guys, that was it for today's video. If this video was useful for you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. If you have some other questions, you can ask me in the comments. And if you know some other topics that you really want me to talk about in my videos, you can tell me in the comments. I will read all of your feedback and answer your questions. So yeah, that was it for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye. Have a nice day.